We are just weeks away from the return of the NFL on CBS, and that means I'll be rejoining my other TV family over at the NFL Today. Every Sunday during the season, watch me, James Brown, Bill Cowher, J.J. Watt, and our newest analyst, Matt Ryan, as we break down the biggest NFL storylines. Matt, Coach Cowher, and J.J. join us now looking like the NFL dating game. What's up, fellas? How you doing?
Good.
Awesome, man. Good. I saw that one from Klaus. That was a good one. All right, so, Matt, last time you were a rookie, this was back in 2008. You're coming out of Boston College, playing for the Atlanta Falcons. Now you're somewhat of a rookie, joining the studio. What are you looking forward to now?
I'm excited. I'm nervous, just like I was back in 2008. But to me, it comes back to your team. Right, and so I was lucky as a rookie to come into a great organization in Atlanta, have great teammates around me, and it's going to be the same thing this year. I'm fired up to work, with these guys right here, with you and JB, and looking forward to having some fun, talking football, which I love to do, and just enjoying the NFL.
And JJ, you were, I guess you could say, a rookie last year.
Yeah.
What's your biggest piece of advice to Matt?
It's been enjoy it, be loose, have fun. I think, like he said, it's all about the teammates, about the camaraderie. I think that what the people love is the knowledge that a guy like Matt brings, an MVP and an unbelievable career.
Yeah.
But then also the ability to banter back and forth a little bit. I mean, Coach is not afraid to give me a jab in the side every now and again. So
That's a fact.
The more of that we get, the better TV we make.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the knowledge then, Coach Cowher. Are the Kansas City Chiefs going to make football history and three-peat?
I think it's never been done before, and it's never been done before for a reason. Number one, though, the one thing they've been able to do is keep their coaching staff together. Steve Spagnuolo is, I think, one of the best defensive coordinators in the National Football League, and they've relied on their defense in these last couple of years. They kind of become that team. But you become the litmus test for every team in the National Football League. So to go through that period of time, they kind of reached rock bottom last year on Christmas Day, got their mojo back, kind of played a no disrespect card through the course of the playoffs. Can they do it again? They got to find a little bit of some incentive through the course of this season. Can they do it? It's going to be tough, but I'll tell you what, they're equipped to do it. I think they can.
JJ, you're a veteran of the Houston Texans. Our executive producer is a fan of that team, would like them to go all the way. What can you tell her about their chances?
Oh, I think should be very excited. I think that with DeMeco Ryans at the helm, he's so cool, calm, and collected, but has so much knowledge and ability to lead that group. And then obviously you've got C.J. Stroud at quarterback, and they've only added pieces to an already great team. They've added Daniil Hunter on the defensive line. They had Stephon Diggs. They got Joe Mixon at running back. So I'm very excited as a former Texan. I'm a little jealous. And also, I think Texans fans should be very excited.
So I'm a bit of an NFL novice. I have been to Soldier Field, but it was to see Beyonce, not the Bears. So, Coach, tell us, who are you looking at? Who are the under-the-radar teams that we should be watching?
Well, I think you look in the NFC, I'm going to say the Green Bay Packers. You look at them, they have one of the youngest teams in the National Football League. Jordan Love came into his own in the second half of last year. And I think they were a team no one really wanted to play. They lost a tough game in the playoffs. Then you look on the AFC side of it, again, we're looking at Kansas City being the team. But I keep looking at the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen. To me, he's a guy that he keeps getting there. Kansas City keeps getting in the way. I think this could be the year that the Buffalo Bills become the team that can overtake the Kansas City Chiefs.
Matt, you're nodding at that.
Yeah, they need to, because they say that their window is closing in Buffalo, Coach.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Coach just said two underrated teams, the Packers, who made the divisional round, and the Bills. I mean, come on,
man.
Yeah, come on.
Let's take a flyer.
Matt, rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Always a big topic every season, but this year a little bit different, though.
Yeah.
What do you think about this squad?
To me, it's a number of guys that were drafted in the first round, right? And so as I look at it, I think the storyline becomes twofold. Which guys are going to play early? Which guys are going to sit? And you look at Caleb Williams. You were talking about Soldier Field and the Chicago Bears. I think they're a sleeper to me. That team was put together last year. I think their GM, Ryan Poles, has done a really good job of kind of putting the pieces together. They've got talent. Their defense played well in the second half of the season. I think you implement him. I think he's going to play early. But then you have the guys like, J.J. McCarthy and Drake May and Jaden Daniels. We've got a number of guys to talk about, and I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun, but it's hard. Coming in, playing as a rookie, all that's asked for you to do, taking on kind of the responsibility of being the face of the franchise.
And a leader.
And a
of
leader
grown men.
Of men. You're 22.
And making millions.
21, 22, 23 years old, and you're in the huddle with guys that have 4 kids. You're like,
some as old as you.
It's a little different, yes, 100%.
I'm one of those guys with 4 kids. We got an opportunity here, I think, to rough up our colleague, Tony Romo, who yesterday was here and sitting right over there, and he said that the Jets, a lot of Jets fans in this region,
suffering.
Could go all the way. They've been suffering big time if Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy. What are the chances of that? He's 40 years old.
The one thing they do have is a defense. And I think when you look in this National Football League, and you saw last year, the Kansas City Chiefs, we talk about Patrick Mahomes, he did a lot of great things, but the defense really was the backbone of that football team. So you take an Aaron Rodgers, a healthy Aaron Rodgers, who's probably out to prove himself, like some of these quarterbacks coming back off of injury. Deshaun Watson, Joe Burrow. We have so many great storylines right now in the National Football League, particularly in the AFC, which is on our network. We'll be watching it week in, week out. But the New York Jets, with Aaron Rodgers and that defense, I think they're going to be a legitimate force.
Wow.
JJ, who's the best defensive player in the league?
I mean, you're setting me up for some look-like nepotism here, but I mean, my brother is. There's no question about it. TJ, the way that he's performed and the player that he's been year after year and the stats he puts up, he's incredible. Now, he's not the best in the family yet, but...
That was my next question. Keep it real. Is TJ better than you?
He is certainly on his way. He is certainly on his way. I've always said, if he continues to stay healthy and progress as he will, I will gladly watch as he surpasses me in every single statistic and record that I've ever had. So I hope he does.
No doubt. Coach Cowher, how excited are you about this season? You've been doing this for a long time.
And I think every year it gets more exciting because the parity is there. I think for every football team, there's hope. There's a chance to bring something special to your city, and the fans get involved with that. And I think that's the greatest thing. And I look at CBS and the AFC, the quarterbacks that we have, the AFC North, Deshaun Watson, Joe Burrow, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson. I mean, so that in itself, the quarterbacks we have in the league, the young guys, the old guys, and the parity that we have right now, let's get this thing going.
All right, appreciate y'all, man. JJ, Matt, and Bill. Season is almost here. The 2024 NFL on CBS season begins September 8th with the NFL Today kicking things off every single Sunday at noon Eastern on CBS and, of course, on Paramount+.
Very excited about that. Thank you, gentlemen.